We finally broke above the downtrend. We've been nicely up from this trade. I banked here over $90,000 in profit. Going to see a rejection either by today or tomorrow. We got the Bitcoin breakout that we were waiting for and anticipating, but there is a major shakeout coming that you have to be aware of so that we can add to our positions and potentially open new ones. Let's go. Hi and welcome guys. Today we jump directly into the DXY because DXY is now finally correcting a little bit to the downside. I saw this earlier today when we opened and had kind of like a reversal candle to the upside. Now it's going to the downside. If this candle stays as it is, we should get tomorrow a continuation candle to the downside, which will again lead to Bitcoin to move a little bit higher. If we are not getting that and we're getting a reversal candle to the upside, expect Bitcoin to retrace. So we need to be here a little bit patient, another 12 hours until this current candle is closing to get direction where Bitcoin might be heading in terms of the dollar index. But we are here at the major support level. I can actually draw one in here if I take here another line. So that's why we're getting here a small bounce, because here is an underlying support area all the way to like 103.9 points. Remember, I mentioned that in the past that when we are getting close to that, we should get a small bounce to the upside. That's what we're experiencing right now. But overall, this level will also give in my opinion, at some point this week. So now let's directly talk about Bitcoin. So again, like I mentioned yesterday, we have our confirmation of the Wykoff reaccumulation pattern playing out exactly as we anticipated. Now, in terms of where we are here at the support line of that Wykoff reaccumulation pattern, but I believe that we are going to see a rejection either by today or tomorrow from this level back to the downside, all the way potentially to the support line, the underlying support line at $58,400. I'm going to show you in a moment why I believe this is going to happen. Because I anticipate a move like that, I have taken profit here on the weeks on all my positions. So everything is closed and I have set up new limit orders. So when I go here to the order history, you see I banked here over $90,000 in profit this morning. Again, guys, if you want to trade on weeks, you can farm at the same time an airdrop. So I don't know how much I get from the airdrop, but it should be quite a lot for me. Up to $20,000 allocated only to you, depending on how much you are trading. A link is in the description below, guys, to take your share of this amazing airdrop that they are having just because you're trading there. So you trade and you get free money. If you make profit, then it's profit plus free money. So what do you want more? And it's non-KYC, also really important if you cannot use Bybit. Here on our super trend indicator on the MDX algo suite, we finally broke above the downtrend. We are now in a gray area. You can not see it really well. So you will see here in a couple of days when this flips green. Also here, because of the violent move that we had here to the upside, I expect here also at least a retest of the $60,800 level to confirm this as support before we get continuation to the upside here on this daily chart. Now on the weekly chart, things looking also really bullish right now. Like I mentioned yesterday, we got the retest of the 21 moving average, actually broke above it now, are back above the upward sloping trend line, and now we are testing the downward sloping trend line of the handle of this cup and handle pattern. So a break above $64,000 would confirm that the couple handle pattern is now in progress and playing out. And remember, there is a target of almost $130,000 on it. But again, this is not something happening that we see playing out in a matter of a couple of days. That will take a couple of months before we are actually seeing that unfolding. So, but it would be a good start to see price breaking above the handle of this cup and handle pattern. Now, in terms of the Wall Street cheat sheet, also here we got our confirmation yesterday with yesterday's candle close that the worst is over. 1.5 days ago. So if we are closing here in the next 36 hours, the candle somewhat between $60K and $62,000, then we can 100% confirm that the bear trap is over and that we are ready to go into the parabolic phase of this cycle. So now on ZoomX, I have also set up at the $59,400 and $58,400 level. So this is also that will be a $1.6 million trade that I have here on ZoomX. Don't forget, if you sign up on ZoomX, you get immediately $10 just for signing up there, and up to $45,000 in deposit bonuses. Also, a link again is in the description of this video for that, guys. Now, when we're moving on to the 4-hourly chart, I hope you like the fast pace today because I have actually to go soon somewhere. When we go to the 4-hourly liquidation levels chart, here you can see price action moved quite far away from the EMA ribbon, which is again an indication that at some point we are coming back down to retest the ribbon. That would be right now around $59,000, yeah, let it be $60,000, just round it up, around $60,000, there would be first retest level. Usually when we retesting the EMA ribbon, we move a little bit lower, hence why I anticipate at least $59,400, $58,400. So here the Fibonacci retracement level could be another point that we are running in, and at the same time testing the 50 moving average coming up here, bouncing off, going to the upside, getting our golden cross by the end of the week, and then continue to run into all these liquidation levels that are above us, because even though we are still closer to these levels, there's not a lot, there's basically nothing below us right now until sub $60,000. So now you have to understand market psychology. A lot of people think now, we will not get back, we will not go back to $60,000. We just came from there, so I'm safe with my liquidation price, you know. So we will not go back to under $60,000. That is wrong, guys. I'm going to show you proof why we're actually going back in the next what is it now? In the next potentially 36 hours or less. So stick around here, guys. Really, really important that you are actually seeing what's happening here in the markets. When we go to the liquidation heat map, I have refreshed it already. I think I will just do it again really quickly. Then what you can see here is that Bitcoin here, you see, is eating its way to the upside. So we took out here the $60,800 level that I mentioned yesterday. Now the hottest level is still $65,000. What I don't want to see is Bitcoin pushing up here and then coming down. That would be really, really bad because it would be a 10% drop. So I rather get rejected here from, let it be 63,500 or something like that, and move 5-6% down instead of doing it from 65. But even if we would do that at 65, get this massive shakeout, it will also create lots of opportunities for us. So why do I say that I expect Bitcoin to move back to $58,400 and that we are getting a shakeout here? Because we have a massive CME gap. These massive CME gaps, especially when they're as big as the one that we have here today, they're never staying long open. So this is a $2,000 CME gap that we are having right now. And remember, guys, I showed it to you last week already. In less than 48 hours, that CME gap was closed last week. I expect something similar happening here. And the reason for that, it can technically be that we move all the way up to $65,000. And because that level is such a strong resistance that we get an immediate reaction, super bearish, come to close the CME gap and then go back up. So, and this is the major shakeout that I'm talking about. People will think when this is happening that now the bull run is over. We will. This is now super strong resistance. We have a problem here. No, this will be a natural shakeout to close the CME gap, and from there we will continue to go upwards. But also, I want to remind you guys, if we are not closing this in the next 72 hours, by Wednesday evening when CME closes and we have not closed this CME gap, most likely we will continue to go to the upside and will leave that open for quite a while. So, but because of the nature that it is such a big one and that price is not that far away from it just yet, it opens the doors for the possibility that we're closing this in the next 72 hours. Another reason why I believe that we are coming down and closing this is here again on the MDX Algo Suite on the what is it called again? And the trend dynamic scalp gradient. Here we are now in a super hot red phase and have gotten already a take profit alert also on the indicator, and usually this take profit alert is rarely wrong. So here, look, sell, short, take profit. Afterwards, we went up. Also here, sell short, take profit here, buy signal, sell here again. So this is highly, highly accurate, and that is another warning sign that's telling me right now we're in for a small retracement, potentially even shakeout. And you should start taking profit here. So we got really close to our initial take profit point. Don't get me wrong. So you should be nicely up from this trade that I had given a couple days ago. Look here, you should be up almost 7% right now if you did not take some profit already. And here on the highest point, you were up 8.4% since I had given the trade 2 days ago. And you had more than enough time to get into this. So that's why I'm saying right now, listen to me here once again. We have a take profit alert here on the MDX Algo indicator, and we are running here into a supply zone, which is big resistance. And hence, that's why I believe that we are going to see some sort of a retracement back into the $60,000 area, which will make sense. And you don't want to round trip your profits. That's why I have taken profit and closed my positions and placed new orders with including the profit down here. So I basically compounded my position now when I get filled, and then trade this all the way up then in $70,000 or potentially even higher than that. If you want also this amazing money-making indicator, guys, because the take profit signal was the nail in the coffin for me to take profit on my positions, go in the description below. You get 10% discount if you use my link, and only with my link you will get the 10%. So go and check this out, guys. Really, really important indicator that I'm using here to make money. Then another indication for me to take profit was the Fibonacci retracement level here on the 12-hourly chart. We were running here into the 0.5 that is acting right now as resistance, and above us is also the golden ratio here at $65,665,000. And another reason why we got rejected from here is on the VPVR is here the next longest volume traded area that we have spent the most time in price-wise in that section. So that was another reason why I decided to set my stop loss at $62,600. And if I get stopped out there, it's okay. If we continue to run up, it's okay. Then I take profit at 65, but I got stopped out, and I'm quite happy about that because now look, we are $100 below my stop loss already and keep going slowly lower. So again, I think it was the right decision that I took some profit here, because if you take profit, you cannot go wrong with taking profit, guys. There's always a next trade. So, and that's fine for me. And if you are looking for funds, free funds, then you should sign up on Prime XBT, guys. I will again at some point this week pick a winner for actually 2 winners every single week. Each winner will get $500, but you need to have a Prime XBT account, at least $100 in the account deposited to be eligible and subscribed and have the notifications on the channel so that you can win $500 every single week. 2 people get $500 every single week. Again, you only need to sign up with the link in the description below. Have $100 on that account, and that's it. No questions asked otherwise. And the winner that won yesterday will get this his code in the next 2 hours. I saw your email. I did not forget about you. Now the Bitcoin dominance is here on the rise. I told you guys most likely we are coming up here to 55% before we get a rejection back to the downside. So now I believe that rejection could be short-term bearish also for altcoins. Because Bitcoin most likely will then go to the downside into the shakeout that I just spoke about, and altcoins will pull back with Bitcoin. So we are going to see a super red candle here on the dominance, but this is fine because once Bitcoin turns around, I believe that the altcoins gaining then momentum because of the Ethereum spot ETF potentially being completely approved by this week. It can happen as early as today. That could give Bitcoin the fuel to push actually to $65,000, but again, from there I would expect a bigger rejection. Then the funding rates, they're still completely resetted, so still good to get into altcoins. Here we're seeing slowly some overheated altcoins, but not a lot of them. Overall, still a nice reset here on the RSI heat map. You can technically still long on, let's say, 5x leverage, more or less all coins that you can see here. And guys, don't forget, all my altcoin trades are happening on Bybit. You can also get a $500 position absolutely for free if you deposit at least $250 into your Bybit account with the link down below. Claim your $500 position absolutely for free. You can then withdraw your $250 again. You have $500 position for free, and I can tell you with $500 you can make $2,000, $3,000 on this channel if you just follow the signals that I give you absolutely for free, guys. Now, when we are moving on to Ethereum, also here, an indication that the whole market is running into resistance here is that Ethereum has touched the golden ratio that I was pointing out, that you should take a little bit profit there when we run into this. So I hope you did that after we moved yesterday here to the upside. Overall, the trade still remains the same all the way up to $4,000. I would expect if Bitcoin pulls back to $58,000, $59,000 that Ethereum comes back and retests this downward sloping trend line and will test this as support and then go straight back up. Then also ENS, our trade here broke out to the upside, so we are also here slightly in profit right now. Here, only a break above this downward sloping trend line that comes from the Fibonacci retracement level will give us a signal that we keep going up instead of going down. So that's what I'm waiting for personally to enter right now a position, because I messed up yesterday and did not enter when I should have. So that is up 4%. So yeah, so once it breaks here $27 and what is it, 44 cents, that's when I'm going to enter this and trade this then into the target. The stop loss will remain the same, so it will be of course a little bit bigger. So look at this here. So this will be a 12% stop loss. So I will not trade with more than 5x leverage on this specific trade. Then RNDR also nicely moving to the upside. We are halfway through to our target here. It doesn't hurt to take here some profit and raise your stop loss to your entry level because here we are also right now at a resistance level, a horizontal resistance level. If I leave the dotted plot like this, then you see it that here at $6.61 is a resistance 1% above current price, and that's why we are consolidating right now around that area. So because of the nature of the consolidation, I would say that we most likely get a push, one more push to the upside, but also here on the 4-hourlies, we are looking heavily overbought in terms of RSI and stochastic RSI, giving us already here a sell signal. So be careful. So, but could be short-lived because this is not super red yet. That is purple reddish, I would say. So, and we have not a take profit signal yet on it. That it might come when we run here into the downward sloping resistance line at $6.90. But again, it doesn't hurt if you take a little bit of profit right now, raise your stop loss to your entry, and then in the worst case, you get your money back plus that you made a little bit of profit. Then FDM is playing jumping rope with this downward sloping trend line. Here I'm also looking to open a new position once we have confirmation that we are breaking above that trend line here with a closed 1-hourly candle. The stochastic RSI is bottoming out. RSI starts to point to the upside, and the MACD is a little bit bearish right now, but we have a nice consolidation going on in price and an overall upward sloping trend, as you can see here. So that is also telling me that most likely we are getting a surprise move at some point here to the upside. So that is something that I'm looking at right now to re-enter. If I go into higher time frames, then again, we look quite bearish here on the 4-hourly. Let's see on the daily. Also on the daily, yeah, so I might actually wait a little bit. I think that is that the 1-hourly just is messing with my mind a little bit. So I'm going to wait here because he is overall, I just saw this, is a rising wedge. That is for me right now something I don't want to touch. So also here, it doesn't hurt to take some profit if you are in this trade and raise your stop loss to the entry level. Because if this rising wedge is playing out, then we most likely come back, I would not say to the bottom of it here to 40 cents, but we most likely come back to like 45, 46 cents, something like that. And then we can just reopen a trade. Then on Margex, I still have my near trade running. I saw some of you guys also took the trade. Amazing, guys. I'm up almost $2,000 with $400 in this trade. That's why I'm saying if you open a trade on Bybit with the $500 that you get completely for free to trade with, you can make money with this. This $2,000 is all my money. If that would be on Bybit, I can withdraw this $2,000 and keep building my portfolio. It's really important, guys, that you take advantage of these promotions when I negotiate them for you guys. So also on Margex, you can still accumulate an airdrop while you are trading here. Doesn't hurt to have an account there with no KYC and to farm an airdrop while you are anyway already trading there. Also, when we're looking at the near chart, so here we are nicely moving to the upside, but this also looks like that we are running into resistance and get soon a retracement, at least back to like $5.20, I can imagine, or $5.36, something like this. This could be the retracement levels. I'm not interested in taking profit on my trade. That is a long-term trade. I keep this open without taking profit and stop losses all the way to $8. But this is my decision. You need to make your own decision. Then Ton. Remember, guys, I told you yesterday for Ton, you should take some profit at $7.75. Look at this rejection. You round-tripped 2%, almost 3% of profit. If you did not take profit up here, as I said yesterday, because we are back at entry. Now, if we are bouncing off this and consolidate a little bit around this, this is absolutely fine. I will be personally also only opening a position after I saw here some consolidation. I'm not happy with what I'm seeing here right now. Let's go to a daily chart and look at the indicators. Okay, daily doesn't look bad in terms of indicators, but price action looks horrible currently. So look at this strong candle to the downside. So I will be a little bit more patient before I open here a ton position. And guys, that's it for today's already. I'm running out of time. I have to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again with more profit tomorrow.